Hey everybody, you can make a vintage gift. You can acquire all of these things that I am acquired here and that I sold many of these on my random sale night at my house. I have a vintage booth. If you follow me, you probably know this by now. Right now I'm making some masculine shred because we are going to put together a tiny strips out of craft paper, which I buy by the roll, guys, by the roll. And it's gonna take me a minute. I'll probably fast forward a little bit through this, so I won't do a whole lot of chatting because this is gonna take a minute. I gotta make quite a bit. What I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna use this as my shred, and I'm just gonna curl it a little bit. You know how you buy those shred but anyway, this is all being put together just very randomly because I want to mail this out in the morning. So now we're going to be speeding up, if not deleting the entire thing until we're ready to go again. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw, but I'm doing a sheet of craft paper about the size of a piece of notebook paper. It doesn't have to be exact. All of this is just going to be shredded up, and I'm just kicking that out of the way with my finger, using my paper cutter, pull it back, toss that aside, go to the next, and I just keep doing this, and I found that it takes me 1 minute per sheet, and I'm on my third sheet, so this is taking me about 3 minutes to make some shred. I still got to curl it. I may end up folding it, I don't know, but my my thought process was to get a little bit of filler for the basket. Now I wanted something masculine looking. This is for a Father's Day gift or a dad gift. It may be a birthday, I'm not sure. Whenever I was telling the idea on my live Facebook vintage pop-up sale, I was telling people that it just so happened I just had all these items, and I was like, this would be a good Father's Day gift. This would be a good Father's Day gift. This would be a good Father's Day gift. I said, you know what? This would be a good Father's Day basket. And somebody piped up and said, I want the basket. Yes, you can make vintage gifts. And, you know, just make sure you're putting kind of quality things in there. And that's what I'm getting ready to show you. And now we'll just cut up the rest of these. I have one more sheet to go, and you can see I'm getting quite the pile here. That's going to give me some filler, and run right out. If you're interested in doing this yourself, run right out and get you a roll of cellophane, get you a roll of, or you know what? You could even cut brown paper sacks if you use those. Most don't really use them anymore. Save a tree or kill a fish. You got to decide. But if you do use paper sacks or have any of that kind of thing, it could be, doesn't even have to be craft paper. You could do this with a any kind of like gift bag or, you know, anything like that. You can shred it up, repurpose it, save the plant. No, we're trying to make use of the things that we toss in the trash. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a dump, but man, we are really a trashy people in America. We just put a lot of trash out there, so that's why we like repurposing thrift store vintage items so much. We always like to repurpose things. I'm just going to make, this was going to be kind of fat. I'm using my scissors. We're going to make a little curl. If I don't like the way that the curl looks, or if I feel like it's going to take too long, let me see what happens. I may end up having to fold these, you know, like zigzag, but I feel like that would take a lot longer. I'm just using the blade. I want them to have a little bit of substance, though, to kind of be the filler. See how it's taking up some room? I'm not trying to, you know, take away from its sturdiness because I do need the filler. I have a good size basket that matches pretty good, but I'm going to need some filler. And just stay with me on this. This is going to be, what, another maybe minute to curl all these. You can even curl a few at a time. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just tore one. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to get a gift and get in and measure and say, how much, you know, are all of these the same length? Are they the same width? We need to know. No, they are not going to say that. But look at my pile that I'm getting, and then I'll show you what, see that basket? That's where I'm going to kind of put it, and then I'm sort of going to arrange it. If I have to cut a piece and crumple a piece, I will. But for the top pieces, I want them to have some, you know, some creativity, a little bit of substance, but yet not be too feminine. This is for a man, and I am just having a wonderful time doing all these. We may have to fast forward, take the edge of the blade. And now if this is heavy duty paper, if you had an actual ribbon or something, this curl would be a lot more pronounced. And if you go over once, you get a little curl, and then you go over again and you just get a more pronounced curl. The thinner ones will curl more too. So we're curling, we're almost done. I mean, some of these are already kind of almost curly themselves. You don't have to curl them. That's totally up to you. You could write little messages on them for all I care, but ooh, that'd be a cute idea though, really. Never mind. Stop me, somebody, stop me. This is for someone else. This is not for somebody that I know. It's for someone, I do know the person who's buying it, but I don't know the person she's buying it for. I'm not going to be writing any personal messages in there, but if it was for somebody that I knew, I might think about it. Now look, we've got a nice heap here, right? I feel like that's pretty substantial heap. Let me show you our basket, and then let me show you how I'm gonna put it together. Now again, this is for a guy. Go ahead and stuff this in. Look how it's stuffing it, you guys. That was not a very big, oh, look at that. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. Oh, thank you, Lord. Because sometimes, you know, you have something in your mind and it just swirls out on you. But this is working. I have a feeling that, what a drop. Okay. I have a feeling that the person that this is for is gonna, you know, get a blessing from this. Because I can feel it coming together. And it started coming together from the very beginning when I was doing my home show today. I let my husband pick between this one and this one. But he chose this one. He felt like, you know, the handle is going to make it easier to put everything in. The first thing that I showed, and this was, I believe, one of the first things I showed, were some journals that I was selling. And this is a blank journal, and it has, you know, almost looks like your locker cabinet. You could put the name in there. So we're going to start with this, and we're going to just tuck it in. And look, we got our pieces. They're coming out. It's okay. We're going to stuff them in there when it's all said and done. This is just working too perfect. I thought I was going to have to add some paper or something. I might zhuzh it a little bit, make sure the ends are poked under, but other than that, this is homemade, you guys. I think I showed this one, The Life of Jesus, as I was selling, or, you know, on my show. I started seeing something coming together when I showed this, and I said this would make a good Father's Day gift, and it would, and it is, and it will. And then this is a Quicken Bible study. But look how all of these colors are going together like this. Now, you may wonder how I'm going to keep all of this together. I do have another trick up my sleeve. We have also the pin that says World's Greatest Dad. And then I just added this one in, The Lord is my light and my salvation, because it's black. And it kept going with the theme. And I'm going to tuck that in right there. Let's come underneath again. I don't know if you ever get the Reader's Digest magazine. I know you can't see my face. If you get the Reader's Digest magazine and they have those, the cardboard, you know, the part on the front, and then they put them on with that sticky stuff, I save that because when you're making gift baskets, I'm going to add a little chocolate. I don't know if this person can have chocolate, but we're going to just, because of the color and just to add a little bit of sweetness into the deal. Look, and it says master, it says world's greatest dad. I'm gonna tape that on there. Now, I'm not happy with how this part right here, I wish that it was showing a little bit more, but maybe the sword aspect of it being there is gonna be good enough. And then I hope this, okay, I like it. It's looking pretty good. Then, ta-da. I think I said this already. If I did, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But I said run out and buy yourself some craft paper and run out and buy yourself some cellophane paper. It's the paper, the roll. We always have a roll of cellophane in the house for moments like this. And it doesn't have to be expensive cellophane. Just, you know, you can go to the Dollar Tree, and then what you do is you just start folding this up like so. Oh, did I bring that? Oh, I did. I brought something fun. I am going to add a ribbon onto this because that's how I am, okay? I'm a ribbon person. If I have a basket, I feel like there should be a ribbon. But yes, I do understand this is for a man, so I am going to do something else here. Watch this. And this is a good idea anyway, just to keep it together, so that the person who's getting it can carry it. I am using a zip tie, you guys. I would normally just put tape and a ribbon, but this is for a guy. So we're gonna put that together. I could have made look at that. Look at that. Look at that, guys. That is tight. You see how tight that is? Now, are we done? No, we are not done. He's gonna love it when he has to get in there. I don't know who it's for, but they're gonna love it. I'm not done. I have 2 more things to do to this. Now, this is not the most masculine, but it does have the gold and it does match, but we're not done. Even when we do the bow, we're not done. But we're gonna do the bow right now. You always wanna fishtail it, where if you fold it over and then cut away from you, just think away from me is safe. That gives you your fishtail, okay? And you do that on both sides, like I just did. And then we come over here and we wrap it around, and you just tie it like you're tying a bow. Tie it tight, and then now we've got this nice big bow. And I know there's other ways to tie a bow. This may not be your favorite way. Another way I should have showed you that you can tie a bow is just take the 2 loops, and then that kind of makes it cleaner right in the middle. I'll show you. Okay, go like this. Loop, loop, tie your loop. Let that fold, let it fall. This is kind of a weird material. Yeah, that worked better. Then you zhuzh it. Yeah, my husband loves that word, zhuzh. He's like, zhuzh. And then now my grandson is, Grandma, you and your zhuzhing. I'm like, you have to zhuzh. You have to, like, get it where it needs to be. You don't just tie it and leave it. You pull it tight, grab the loops, then you pull it forward a little, and then you pull it forward a little, then you go tight until you get it where, that's pretty good. I like it. Hold on. Okay, there it is. And you can even move it around. There it is. I feel like that's, wait, let me see it. I gotta look at it from the front too. Let me look at it. This is the front of it. Oh, yeah, see, I'll tape that a little bit. You can just see the gift peeking. Okay, this part right there was bothering me, even from the back. So we're gonna fix it. Yes, that's it. It's a little uneven, but that's okay. Perfectly imperfect, as my friend says. All right, there's that. Look what else I got. I have a masculine little name tag. Let me put it right here. Uh-oh, now my bow is gonna show. But anyway, let's put it right here. It goes there, so I want it to go there. Look how perfectly that went there. And it kind of goes, it matches with that first, you remember that first little journal, how it had the tag like that. Then you just go in with a little tiny bit. Don't go crazy. Go in with a little bit and pull it tight. And you can do that pulling it tight from the bottom. If you do it, pull it tight from the bottom, no big deal. However you want to do it. Our thrifted gift is done. So, because I was charging like $2 for the books and $2 for this, $2 for that. And then when it all came together like that, I told my friend that ordered it, I told her that I would put it in a little basket. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And please like, share, follow, and always feel free to comment. I do crazy stuff on here, and it's very eclectic. I go to thrift stores and personal shop for people. I show things from my personal life. I'm currently starting a vendor booth. I do live sales at my house, and I do Bible studies. I mean, you just don't know what's going to be on here. But I would love to have you with me in that journey. And I've been on YouTube for quite some time, and they've told me that I could now be monetized, but I need more viewed hours. I have plenty of friends, but I don't have enough hours, so I need more people to view this. If you don't mind helping me out like that, just feel free to share this link with someone else who may want to learn how to wrap a gift from a vintage items. Okay? Actually, I wouldn't call it vintage, but you know what I'm saying? Just things from a thrift store or from someone's garage sale, resale, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, it all came together. God bless.